will you tell me a little bit about the issues that you've been having and what led to them?
Well, I mean, what prompted our interaction to have this session was about my issues with sleeping that I've had for my entire life. And the only thing that I can kind of see with that is just maybe some childhood trauma, and then like early in life, clearly, and a relationship, I don't know, maybe 4-5 years ago that I was in for about 4 years that was super abusive, especially like while I was sleeping, you know. Mm-hmm. So it has caused many issues for me to be able to feel safe when I'm sleeping and being able to actually sleep well, be rested.
Gotcha.
I think that can be symptomatic of many other things, so.
Well, what typically happens when you try to sleep? I mean, do you just sleep super lightly and wake up a lot, or do you have trouble falling asleep, or what?
All of that. While I'm trying to go to sleep, it just seems as if my body's like, okay, you're about to go into an unsafe thing, so don't do it. And so like my body will start just doing random twitching and movements and like, hey, stop doing this. You're about to go to sleep. Remember, that's not safe. And then once I finally get to sleep, I am a very light sleeper. Any little noise and I'm like up, out of bed, and what's going on, and then immediately my brain's like, okay, cool, we're up, so let's not do that again, okay?
Oh man.
Yeah, so it's been a little rough. It's gotten better being with my wife, who's amazing and has really helped me understand that I am safe now, so I can sleep a little bit better, but it's still not, it's like there's still a disconnect of my body being like still afraid. And
gotcha.
Yeah.
Not fun, in other words.
No, not at all.
Well, hopefully what we're going to do here today will significantly solve, if not completely, eliminate that problem.
That would be amazing.
Basically, are you familiar with PTSD or phobias?
Yes, a bit. Prior to any of this happening in my life, it was always like, okay, well, that's just something, you know, soldiers would have. It's not like a normal person who's not like in combat would ever have to face in life. But realizing through, you know, people that I've talked to or looking up certain symptoms that I would have, it would kind of point to PTSD. I didn't really dive too much into that because I'm kind of a person I don't want to look at symptoms and things, because then you can kind of start taking them on and really truly believing it so much that it becomes so much of you.
Yeah, I agree with that as well. But basically, at its essence, PTSD or phobias, they're both kind of the same thing. In essence, what happens is we're imprinted with this experience that causes us to have a fight or flight reaction in unnecessary circumstances. And it could be triggered by anything. Like for you, it's apparently triggered by trying to go to sleep. For other people, it might be triggered by the sight of a person or a type of person or other thing, like, you know, people have phobias of all kinds of things. So they're very similar in essence. And what I'm going to walk you through doing is basically reprogramming your subconscious to understand that it doesn't need to have that unnecessary reaction, to kind of get you back to normal, if there is such a thing.
Yeah.
First, what we're going to do is establish the outcome that you want. So, ideally, what would you say, if you would describe it, what outcome do you want from this?
Well, clearly, I would love to be able to have more ease in being able to go to sleep without all those other issues, and sleep in and of itself is super necessary for other things in life and being more focused, and that would help me be able to have so much more health in all the other areas of my life.
Right. So to be able to go to sleep easily and sleep through the night, or, you know, whatever period of time you have allotted to sleep perfectly, easily, calmly, peacefully.
Yes.
Just straight through. Okay.
Absolutely.
That's doable.
Okay.
So, you ready for your brains to learn some new tricks today?
Oh, I'm so ready. I'm amped, actually.
Awesome.
Wow. I thought that it would be a whole, like, production. Like, ringing bells, tapping me on the forehead, hollering at me, like...
They do that in some institutions. So I've heard. But yeah, neuro-linguistic programming is pretty awesome. You can do a lot in a short amount of time once you really understand how the mind works.
It's really cool. I mean, it was very pleasant. It was very easy. I'm surprised.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, what I'd like you to do is go have some good sleep for a week or so, and if you're willing, come back and share your
Absolutely.
experiences.
Absolutely.
And if there's anything that further needs to be worked on, we can do that as well. But for now, we test, and then if there's something more, then we do, and then we test.
Okay. And so I just do my anchor when I'm going to sleep? Is that
You don't even necessarily need to do that,
Okay.
but the anchor can help. And now you also know that you can create the state that you want to feel, because I just walked you through doing that. You can remember how it feels to feel safe.
So I can do that exercise myself?
Mm-hmm. Anytime you want.
Okay.
It's your brain. You're in charge.
All right. Cool. I'm excited.
High five.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I can't wait to come back and talk about it.
Well, I appreciate you doing this and sharing your experiences, and hopefully this will help a lot of other people too.
Yes,
That's the goal.
absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
Thank you.
'Cause I'm losing all doubt and fear when I'm